Okay, it's like 8 o'clock on Friday, but I will have this Friday Reads video filmed and uploaded by the end of Friday, and it still counts, right? It still counts. Disclaimer, this is my third glass of wine in like the last hour and a half or so. It's delicious. I like to think that I can handle my wine pretty well. I drink a decent amount of wine. I work in a kind of upscale restaurant and do a lot of the wine training there. And I'm hoping soon to start my training to become a sommelier. So I'm kind of a wino. I guess that's the word for it. I love wine. So this is my third glass of wine. We're going to see how this goes because I've been filming a lot of videos lately. Then I edit them, and then I hate them. And so I haven't uploaded anything. And so this Friday Reads brought to you by wine. All right, so I finished reading The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón this week. And then I very quickly read The Reader by Bernard Schlink, and I will share those opinions in either reviews or a wrap-up. I'm not going to get into them right now. And then my December TBR went flying right out the window. I looked at everything else left on my TBR for December, and I wasn't interested in reading any of it. So I put it all back in my TBR pile and decided to start reading some other things. One thing that was on my December TBR that I've been working on is This is the Story of a Happy Marriage by Ann Patchett. I'm this far into it, and I'm not going to say anything about it yet. That's all. And then, on a complete whim, I picked up Snow by Orhan Pamuk, mostly because this cover just is cozy and makes me think of winter, even though it doesn't usually snow much here. This novel is set in Turkey. It's by a Turkish author. It was translated from Turkish. I know nothing, virtually nothing, about Turkey. Like, if you showed me a map, there's maybe a 50% chance that I know where Turkey is, which makes me feel really bad. So this was really slow to get into. There's a lot going on with Turkish politics, and I have no idea about any of that. But, so the first, 30 pages or so dragged a lot for me, and then last night I sat down and read 50 pages and got really into it. And basically it, so far, is about a poet from Istanbul who has been living in exile in Germany. He was exiled for writing some politically charged article. And he comes back to the city of Kars, where a bunch of women and younger girls have been committing suicide. And they're all Muslim girls who, I guess at the time in Turkey, there was a lot of religious tension. And educational institutions were not admitting girls who wore the traditional headscarves. I forget what they called, and they actually don't refer to them by name at all. They just refer to them as the headscarf girls in the novel. And so it's kind of picking up a bit of a mystery, a bit of murder, but very politically charged, really beautifully written, and I'm hoping that it's going to keep picking up for me, because it's about 460 pages, and it's pretty dense. But I'm liking it so far, and Orhan Pamuk won a Nobel Prize in Literature, so there's that. So, if I finish that this weekend, I picked up a couple of things that I might pick up next, but I don't know. So, if you have read any of these books, let me know if there's one that I should absolutely read next. The first one is Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout. I've tried to start this a couple times, couldn't really get into it. I understand that it's a slower novel, and I'm sure it takes a little while to get into. But I do hear that it's absolutely amazing. I mean, she won a Pulitzer. I really enjoy Pulitzer winners in general. So I'm going to try to get into this soon. It also seems like it would be a little bit cozier for this time of year now that it's cold outside. The other two were books that I promised myself I would read in 2014, and I haven't yet. And I'm probably not going to get to both of them. But one is Rabbit Run by John Updike. I've never read anything by John Updike. He's supposed to be amazing. But I don't know that I'm that excited to read this. Somebody tell me that I need to read this. Somebody tell me that it's really awesome. Because if not, it might end up in the charity box. The other one is Portnoy's Complaint by Philip Roth. Again, I've never read anything by Philip Roth. And he and John Updike, first of all, I feel like they're like man's man writers. Like, I don't think that I'm going to necessarily connect with a lot of their characters or a lot of what they have to say. But I might. So, I'm having a hard time trying to get into both of these. But they're both supposed to be amazing authors, very well renowned. And I feel like I should give them a chance before I completely write them off. So again, if you have great things to say about this, tell me those great things, because then I might actually read this. And yeah, that's all I have going on. This might be my shortest video ever. Very little rambling for how much wine I've had to drink. And I gotta go and edit this real quick and get it up for you guys because Friday is almost over. So I will see you soon. Bye.